Hello, I'm doing another review of Chinese ESL companies, VIPKid, SayABC, DaDa ABC, and GoGoKid. Let's get to it. VIPKid's the biggest of the companies. That little guy up there is Dino. You'll be seeing a lot of him if you do any work with VIPKid. The qualifications are a bachelor's degree, and VIPKid is pretty firm. Prior teaching experience, which can be various forms. It doesn't have to be in an actual school building. The job is teaching 3 to 12-year-old Chinese kids how to speak English in a 25-minute prepared lesson. This job is a one-on-one situation. The lesson is prepared. It usually is a PowerPoint type lesson plan. You can draw on the PowerPoint, but it is not interactive. You cannot move things around. There's no audio embedded or anything of that nature. Some of the newest lessons are interactive, and that is usually reserved for the smaller kids. The pay for VIPKid is $7 to $9, and it depends upon how well you do at your initial interview. There's a $2 incentive bonus for showing up on time. There's a referral bonus. There's $100 for each teacher hired, and there's a tiered system where you can even earn more than that. Please use my referral code if you decide to apply for VIPKid. It costs you nothing, and when you're hired, you can pass it on to the next teacher, and they will use yours. VIPKid, the bad things with VIPKid are the number one bad thing is that it's a very tough interview process. At least it was for me. It involves a 10-minute lesson after a short interview and a mock lesson, 25 minutes long, and a potential for another mock lesson, 25 minutes long. I cannot stress to you enough to prepare for these demo lessons. You simply cannot transfer actual classroom teaching experience to ESL. Online experience is totally different, and VIPKid is looking for very specific things. VIPKid requires that you teach all the slides within the required amount of time. You cannot short the slides. You cannot go over time. If you do those things, you will fail. I failed the interview. I failed the mock. I failed the mock too. I didn't think I was going to have anything to do with VIPKid. I was offered an additional chance. I got it on for somehow. But if you do that and you don't adequately prepare, you will come in and have almost no certifications. I was a trial-only teacher. I had a 6-month contract. I spent 200 plus days, absolutely zero classes. Zero. Don't do this. There are prepare. Watch the many videos from the brand ambassadors. Do it up front. Get the highest pay up front because they don't give raises very often. This is a company where do all the preparation and legwork up front because adding certifications will require doing unpaid demos by and large. Sometimes they have some special programs where you get a few dollars for submitting demos. But by and large, you're going to be doing a lot of work, unpaid work, if you don't get into the company and get those certifications and get going with bookings. Also, the other bad thing is it's a huge corporation, billions of dollars, lots of people, 40,000 teachers. There's a huge corporate deal. If you have an individual problem, there's bureaucracy. I mean, you'll deal with it and you'll see what I mean. VIPKid, the good thing is that students are extremely smart. They take their lessons very seriously. You don't have problems with VIPKid kids. The training at VIPKid is top-notch. The teachers are excellent. All the brand ambassador teachers are the most, what can you say? They're just awesome. Learn from them. Once you're on board with them, even if you don't have a lot of bookings like I do, I stay on with VIPKid simply for the workshops. They're free workshops with some of the best teachers I have ever seen. You'll be a better teacher just by taking the workshops. You'll be a better teacher for other companies that you work for, which is okay. You can do that because you're an independent contractor. The pay at VIPKid is twice a month. You're not going to find that from other companies. And finally, they have incentives at VIPKid. They have cute little incentives in what they call the Huntang, and you can earn points and redeem them for prizes like your very own stuffed dino or your dino puppet or gift cards. My bread and butter company is SayABC, and I love SayABC. I am a big, big advocate of SayABC. The qualifications, just apply for SayABC. The bachelor's degree is preferred. If you're working on towards a bachelor's degree, if you're interested in education, if you have teaching experience, they prefer all these things, apply. You have nothing to lose. The job is to teach English to 5 to 12-year-old kids in China. It's a 40-minute prepared class to 1 to 4 students. It is in a homeroom situation. It meets twice a week for 5 weeks. That's 9 lessons total. So it's the same group of kids. You really get to know these kids. I really love that. I love the fact that you get to know these kids and you work with them and you see them grow. There's very, very little in common with VIPKid as far as the structure of the class. The pay for SayABC is to me is great. I haven't figured out dollar for dollar, but I think it's higher than VIPKid. You get $15 for a 40-minute class, and then they tack on another $4 if you do all of the classes. That's 9 classes for a homeroom, and they were adding actually $6 if you finished all the summer school classes. And it's a short contract. It's only 3 months. Again, they offer a referral bonus, so please, 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 if you apply for SayABC, use my referral code. I need the money. The good thing about SayABC is they have great students. Again, very, very good kids. The slides are interactive. They're making it very, very easy to teach. Unlike VIPKid, SayABC, you don't need so many props. VIPKid is a static PowerPoint, so you have to try to make it more interesting. It's tough. But with SayABC, you have things you can press and it makes sounds sometimes and things you can move around. It's a lot more interesting. It seems like it might be hard, but it really isn't. It makes the time go by a lot faster. Also, the staff is helpful. Very personal people. I got sick. They're very easy to deal with. I didn't get penalized. I didn't get like a fine like I did with VIPKid. And they always have the big thing with SayABC is there's always as much work as you want. In fact, I had too much work this summer, and that kind of pushed me into my autoimmune flare. So never had a problem with SayABC when getting work. The bad things about SayABC, and there are few, is that they don't have a whole lot of training. They don't have all these fancy workshops and this, that. Then you don't have all these things, demos. You don't do all that there. And the kids are not always well placed in lessons. You have this problem with VIPKid, but not quite as bad as with SayABC. Sometimes the slides are way too easy, and sometimes they're too hard. When they're too easy, you have to fill that time and extend the lesson. But SayABC is flexible, and they let you do that. They're not so rigid that you have to do the target sentences like VIPKid. Also, the homerooms are a big commitment. You have to open up weeks in advance, and you're not always sure what your schedule is, so it's kind of hard. At first, SayABC with the interactive slides and the 4 students is intimidating, but trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. DaDa ABC I don't have a whole lot of information on because didn't actually pursue working with them. They're 30-minute English language. I heard that they're flexible on the bachelor's and the ESL. Again, if you're interested in the company, apply. It's most they can say is no. The process I liked with the DaDa, and the reason why I pursued DaDa was because I was tired of doing the demos with the adults, and they offered the opportunity in the interview process to teach with a real kid. It's silly, but I wanted to teach a student. So I did, and it was fun, and I got the job. The pay was 110 RMB per 30-minute class, and I said, what is 110 RMB? And I didn't take it because I wanted to be paid in US dollars. And I do not recommend this company simply because that amount is fluctuating and it's going in this direction. So what was worth like $17, like when I was hired, is down in the $15 type range now. And I don't think there's going to be any upward trends soon as long as the tariff war is going on. Last one is GoGoKid, and I'm technically still a teacher with them, but I don't like this company. It is a one-on-one English class, 25 minutes. It's very similar format to VIPKid. Big draw with GoGoKid, and you'll see a lot out there about this, is the 60% base pay subsidy, and it is a truth. It does happen. I do get paid for this. However, you must have 100 credit score. They have a credit score system. And they have a social credit score system that's being launched in China on its citizens, and I don't think American teachers should have to deal with that. I lost my 100 on one illness. Now, this might be sour grapes on my part, but it's really easy to lose it, and I don't know, seems impossible to get it back. So even though I technically still work for them, I am not giving my referral code for GoGo, and I do not recommend GoGoKid. You see Teacher Brett's videos if you are interested in pursuing GoGoKid. Thank you so much, and happy teaching.